Hi, everyone. Welcome to Shift Worship Tips. My name is Mariah. I am the brand manager with Shift Worship. Super excited to be covering the Star of Wonder collection today.
I'm Nathan, also with Shift Worship, and it is wonderful to be here with you today. So just a little bit about me. I have worked in ministry for quite a long time. I worked as the interim pastor, as an assistant pastor, as a discipleship pastor. So yeah, my ministry journey has been quite the ride. As someone in ministry, right, you write a lot of sermons. Writing a sermon is both an art and a science. It starts with, seeking guidance from God, immersing yourself in Scripture, letting the Word speak to you, and pulling the eternal message from Scripture and then applying it to today. Research is also really important, diving into the historical context, all the cultural nuances, and all the different interpretations. And then it's about weaving those things into a relatable narrative, right? One that connects with the congregation, with your audience, connects with their hearts and their minds, right? But it's not just about talking and speaking at people. It's about an experience. It's about taking people along a journey, helping them experience the gospel story by telling stories, telling jokes, using illustrations. And by doing all of that, hopefully they walk away with changed hearts. I find that collaboration is also really helpful, bouncing ideas off of other pastors and other ministry leaders. But whenever I prepare a sermon, I also love to have slides. So, for example, a couple Christmases ago, I preached on Mary's song in Luke. And if I were going to be preaching that sermon again, once I finish my outline, once I finish my manuscript, I could possibly go to Shift Worship and start putting together my slides. First, I'll head to shiftworship.com. I'll find the Star of Wonder collection, and then I'll look around for one of these backgrounds that I like. Since I'm talking about Mary's song in Luke, I'll choose one that emphasizes Mary. So this one right here looks pretty good. So I'll click on that. Looks good. Run back up to the quick editor button right here. And I'll scroll down and try to find that one. There it is. Okay, perfect. So right here, you can immediately edit this text, which I'll go ahead and do. And I'll put the scripture that I'm using, center that a little bit better. And then this subtext here, I'll get that out of the way. And I'll put Mary's song. Bring that back down. And then maybe if I was feeling a little bit more creative, throw something else down in there. There we go. An element. Let's see. I like the look of this cross. The Alpha and Omega is really good. But really, it's up to you to create and edit these slides in any way that you see fit.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Nathan. It's always fun to see how people create their slides for service. Obviously, you're an expert, so you know what you're doing, probably better than I do. So we just want to talk through how to use the slides in your sermon. So we saw Nathan create one for the main point of his message, but let's talk about the sandwich, so the before and the after of those main points. So I'm also going to head to the Star of Wonder collection. And for example, we would like to count down to service. So you're letting your congregation know, hey, you have this amount of time before we begin. So use the restroom, grab water, chit chat as much as you want, but you have this allotted time. Some of our collections have different options for countdowns. So we have 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and then some are even trivia. So for example, let's have some fun. Let's go with the trivia option. So I would download this either to my computer or to Dropbox, and that would be the countdown. And then, you know, what if I am ready to welcome guests into the service? I can find the welcome motion or still. And then really simple, you can have this display. This is kind of when the band can come up and begin their music, or, you know, you can have someone up there ready to give announcements, however you want to structure this. And then after you pick your, you know, welcome and countdown, you know, if you want, that's when you throw in the slides that you've created or would like to display all about the message. So the main points, announcements, etc. And then afterwards, you can close out in prayer or peace. We have those options as well. So there's prayer, go in peace. Side note, the cool thing that we also offer with our collections is for live streaming. So there are a couple options that look a little different, and there's a play button at the very top, and this is meant for the live stream productions. So you can always throw that in there as well.
One of the biggest questions we get at Shift is, how do I present this to my congregation? These slides are great. These motions are great, these videos are great, but how do I actually put them onto a screen? Well, there are actually a ton of different presentation softwares that you can use to do that. Things like ProPresenter and Media Shout, and also Easy Worship are three of probably the biggest and most popular presentation software. Personally, I think ProPresenter is really incredible. Media Shout and Easy Worship are both really great, affordable options, but ProPresenter is going to give you anything and everything that you could ever need. And what's great about ProPresenter is that it's a one-time buy. So once you buy it, you have it. There's no annual fee or anything like that. But if presentation software, you know, you're a little leery, you're not really sure if you want to try it out, all of our content also works with something as simple as PowerPoint. You don't need a fancy presentation software. You can just boot up PowerPoint on any old computer and add any and everything on our site to PowerPoint and present just like that. So truly, Shift Worship's content is compatible with just about anything. And I mean, you don't even have to use PowerPoint if you don't want to, though that's a little chaotic. We definitely recommend at least PowerPoint. But yeah, it's super compatible with anything and everything. And I hope today has been a good showcase of that. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate you. And yeah.
Awesome. Thanks. We hope you enjoyed this segment of Shift Worship Tips. If there's any media that you think that would be really great for your next service, don't forget we offer a free 30-day trial for both of our types of plans, so you can test out the media and see if it's for you, and we'd be happy to have you. So thanks for joining us, and stay tuned next week for more.